Hi, welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV, and this is the aftermath. Well, what a fantastic Christmas period it's been for Arsenal. I mean, draw against Chelsea, all right, listen, we would have loved to have got 3 points, but it was always going to be a tough game, but at least we didn't lose the game. Beating West Ham away and coming from 1-0 down to do so at a very hard place to go to. London derby, all right, I know they're near the bottom, but always a tough place to go to for another London club. And then going to Newcastle, a team that before yesterday had only lost 1 game at home this season, and beating Newcastle at St James's Park. Massive, massive win. 3 games over the Christmas period and 7 points. Absolutely brilliant, and more importantly, we still maintain our position at the top of the league. And yesterday's victory was absolutely massive. We weren't at our best, but we ground it out. And really, if you look at the game, we could have had another goal in that game as well. Olivier Giroud probably should have scored the other chance that he had. But full credit to him. He's been under a bit of pressure. Hasn't scored for, I think it was 7 or 8 games coming into yesterday's game. And he managed to get the winning goal. The winning goal, remember. So those sort of goals are always vital. And full credit goes out to Olivier Giroud. And listen, I was talking to even some Newcastle fans after the game, and they're saying, listen, you guys are the real deal. You guys can go on and do it this season. And it's just so encouraging to see the way in which Arsenal are performing at the moment. Excuse my cold, what I picked up in Newcastle. Let me run through a load of the tweets. I sort of asked people today to let me know, not just about the game yesterday, but also to let me know if they think, you know, now that we're going into 2014 as the team at the top of the league, that we've taken more points than any other team, actually, during 2013, if they think that this team is good enough to win the league. So I asked them that question as well. Excuse me. Mario Ampov, he said it was very tough to win both away games in 3 days. He said, I'm confident that we can win the league and we're different from the others. And I agree with him. We are a different sort of team to the other teams that are going there, in that our midfield and the way in which we play, we are capable of going to away grounds like Newcastle and almost playing like we're the home team, and it's really setting us in good stead at the moment. Hinish Patel says, massive 3 points without Ozil and Ramsey, remember? And he said, this just shows the depth to all of our doubters. He thinks the title is ours. We have got good strength in depth. If you look at it, you know, look how long Oxlade-Chamberlain's been out since the first game of the season. The first game, he's still got to come back. You look at the guys who came in yesterday, like Thomas Rosicky, Jack Wilshere. You know, Ramsey wasn't missed yesterday. Ozil wasn't missed yesterday. It's absolutely incredible. We've got Podolski on the bench, so that bench is looking strong. No Thomas Vermaelen also yesterday. Monreal was out. You know, even when Gibbs came off, Flamini was able to go into that left defensive position, a position that he played actually for Arsenal when he was at Arsenal before, when we went on that great Champions League run all the way to the finals. So fantastic, the squad at the moment. Tune AFC says, still a long way to go, but our away form is incredible. If we can improve our home form, we can definitely win the league. Why not, he says. Marcus of Marcus0305NZ says, to not play well but still grind out a win is the difference of winning the league. And he said it's nice that Giroud was scoring as well. Dewi Saputra says, bit unlucky on the Chelsea game, but still a great result. We can win the league. We need to go into the market though. Now he's suggesting that we need to go and get a striker. We're getting linked with loads of strikers. He definitely thinks we need one. Fawaz says, good 3 points, but I didn't like the way we played with 5 at the back when we brought on Jenkinson. We was just asking for pressure. In a way, all right, I agree with you slightly there, but then how many times down the years have Arsenal been winning 1-0, still tried to go gun-ho for that second goal, then conceded, and then we've thrown away 2 points. So in a way, I kind of like that mentality where we're just saying, right, away from home, we're 1-0 up, let's just hold on to it. 1-0 to the Arsenal, as a lot of the fans were saying yesterday in the fan talk, that old school result. Listen, it's all about 3 points. Arsenal fan says, we've done very well to get through that period and still be top. We can really do something this season. He said a striker would be nice. He's after a striker as well. Arthur says, I really like the way we did the dirty work yesterday. Rosicky was my man in the match. I agree with you there. Let's buckle down and win the league. CG Rubino says, we can win the league, but we should not get ahead of ourselves. Maintain the underdog spirit and we will be fine. That's kind of true as well. You know what I mean? Let everybody keep saying that, you know, they think we're going to fall apart. And let's just quietly go about our business. And that's what we're doing at the moment. Adrian Montanga says, perhaps Muriel from Udinese or Vucinic from Juve could come in and do a job for us. Listen, we're going to get linked with everybody. It's got to be a striker that's going to come in, hit the ground running, and, you know, that's the type of striker we need. I mean, Lewandowski for me would be my dream, but he's probably on his way to Bayern. Rolf Andreas Carlson says, we can win the league if we keep getting results against the weaker teams. He said it's crucial. Ishmael says, I think Arsenal can win the league, but they have to stay strong and be present for the big games like City, Chelsea and Manchester United. Costa Samulia says, if we win this year, the trophies will pour in again. That'd be nice. Julius Kandara says, we've had our ups and downs in 2013, but certainly more ups. This is the first time in ages I think we can win the league. And that's a good point, actually. You know what I mean? To even be thinking about winning the league at this moment is great. Zuman Meyer says, to be honest, I don't think we need a striker. He said he'd take time to adapt and we'd have a risk with that. He said Podolski is good enough. Okay. William says, great character to come back against West Ham. I'll take the win at Newcastle, but we could have used Podolski. It doesn't matter now. We've got the 3 points. If it all works out and we get the 3 points, it's a good judgment. He saved fresh legs for the game against Cardiff. Rolf Andreas Carlson says, if we sign a £30+ million striker in January and renew the contract with Sanya, we can win the league. Arsenal fan page 8 says, what does everyone think about getting Balotelli in next month? His agent has confirmed that he's available. I've heard that rumour today that Arsenal are linked with Balotelli. Don't get me wrong, absolutely brilliant player. But is he the sort of player that would come in and mess up the balance? I mean, listen, I really rate Balotelli and he'd be a character. But would he mess with the balance at Arsenal? Is it the sort of player that Arsene Wenger would tolerate? Somehow I don't think so. And Luke Rogers said, we've shown great character with these 2 away wins after a sticky spell in mid-December. Walcott and Podolski back is a big, big lift. Thank you, Luke Rogers. Thank you to everybody who sent in their tweets. To everybody I haven't been able to mention, there's been hundreds. But I'll tell you what, listen, at the start of the season, we would have took this position. And what was significant for me yesterday at Newcastle was that we ended the season by beating Newcastle and getting into that 4th spot. And we've ended this year by beating Newcastle away again and staying top of the league. There's something going on here. There's a shift going on. Listen, I know Chelsea are going to be a serious, serious threat. You saw yesterday they played very well. You know Manchester City are going to be a serious threat. But if we just keep going along and doing our business, why can we not win the league? We are the most consistent team in the Premier League throughout 2013. That is fact. The most consistent team throughout the whole of 2013 has been Arsenal. If we stay consistent with that going into 2014, we can win the league. Thanks for watching the aftermath. Next game, Cardiff at home on Wednesday. Listen, I know everybody's just straight away not even looking at that game. So yeah, 3 points. We cannot take that game for granted. We saw the other day with Crystal Palace against Manchester City. People were like 6-0, it's going to be 7. I'm going to put money on a 9-0, blah, blah, blah. And in the end, they only just scraped the result, Manchester City. These teams are battling for their life. We've got to take that game very seriously. And then, of course, after that, FA Cup next week, Saturday, against Tottenham. That's going to be big. Looking forward to that game as well. Don't forget to leave your comments. Let us know what you thought of the season so far and if you think we can win the league. Don't forget to subscribe to us here at Arsenal Fan TV. And don't forget to check out the shop. This is the hottest selling t-shirt this week. Na 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 na, Giroud. And we've got a bit of a sale going on as well, so make sure you check it out. Arsenal Fan TV. We are top of the league. Say we are top of the league. Click on the links on screen right now to continue watching Arsenal Fan TV.
The only disappointing thing is that we stand on our feet, you know, so we don't dive and give away free kicks. So.
Hold on, I'm just picking up the dig here. I'm picking up the dig.
Santi Cazorla didn't dive then, did he not? Is anyone watching Match of the Day tonight?
So it was a good game. It's a good game. I thought we ground it out, Arsenal, and I mean, you know, as Arsenal fans, we're all rating this as a very big win because it's a very difficult place to come to. Yeah. What do you think of Arsenal? Do you think it's a team that can kick on and win the title? On the score sheet, he hadn't scored for quite a few games, but he came big today with an absolutely massive goal. On top of that, he was full of energy. I mean, this guy, I don't know where he gets the energy from. He just keeps going and going and going, and he's strong and he's got strength, and fantastic today by Olivier Giroud. And an absolutely massive 3 points that keeps us on the top of the league going into 2014. Listen, we couldn't ask for any better than what's happened over the Christmas period. All right, well, we could have done with a win over Chelsea.